Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've got Darren Little here from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And tonight is a really, really special night, guys, because we have an incredible amount of value that we're going to be sharing with you here. It doesn't matter what type of company that you're in. You could be in affiliate marketing, you could be in network marketing, you could be with a direct sales company, with an MLM. Quite honestly, it doesn't matter what that you're currently marketing right now. In fact, you could be a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant, a massage therapist, an acupuncturist. It really doesn't matter. We're going to tap into how you can literally crush it online in a very, very short period of time. Now, I have with me, actually, this is kind of cool, guys. This is really cool tonight because I have one of my students with me on this broadcast, Jason Harris. And this is actually kind of a story about Jason Harris if you got my email broadcast. And Jason has a really, really cool story because like a lot of people out there, he had a dream. He was so connected to his dream. He wanted to make it happen for himself so badly. And he did home-based businesses. He did MLM opportunities, network marketing, direct sales. And he just couldn't get to his breakthrough, guys. And he reached out to me. We got into a conversation. I will share with you that business, guys, is about relationships, okay? So we had a little chat, we connected, we started off actually on Facebook chat, we went over onto Skype, where I really got a chance to find out more about him, okay? Find out more about the other person versus trying to pitch them on something. Because whatever it is that you're doing, it might not even be a fit for that person. So you need to collect data from somebody. You need to find out more about your prospects and their needs. Okay, really important that you get this. So as we were starting to chat, what I realized was that Jason didn't have a mentor. He'd never actually been sort of taken under the wing of somebody and coached and trained through that process. So that he met me, this was about 8 months ago. And he really started to get some traction, some liftoff in his business. Then he met one of our other business partners, Alfredo, Delgado. They got into starting to understand the power of the internet, the power of leverage, the power of building a list, the power of providing value, and now has hit some major record numbers for himself. And he's actually officially gone full-time in this industry. So Jason, welcome to the call, my friend.
Thank you, Darren. Thank you. Happy to be here. Super pumped to be on a webinar with one of my original mentors that really helped me take my business to new heights. Like Darren said, I was struggling for some time, for about 2 years, and complete breakthrough. And you know, the stuff that you're about to learn tonight on the webinar is the same strategies that took my business to a whole nother level.
Now, Jason, I know that a lot of people here, they come from a variety of different industries. They're home-based businesses, they're network marketing, MLM companies, direct sales companies, other affiliate marketing companies. Maybe you can share with the people what shifted for you when you really started to tap into the whole concept of building a list and providing value to the marketplace. What started happening for your income?
Oh, it just went through the roof. I was literally making less than $500 a month, if that, online. And when I started doing that, building my list, it just completely changed my income from making barely nothing to making $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month, like that.
Fantastic. Now, guys, this is pretty cool because we have one of my business partners here. It has a really phenomenal story. He went from 60,000 one year to 300,000 the following year to 2 million the following year. Alfredo, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
We can hear you, but we can't see you. Can you turn on your camera?
No, all right, guys. You see, and I love this because this just goes back to telling people how damn, I can't even say the word right now. I'm like all messed up. I'm like honestly like daddy daycare over here, dealing with the kids. My wife had stepped out to go handle one of my daughters and dance, so she left me with the other four. So I'm like reading a book, sending one to the shower, putting the other two to bed. I mean, this is real, man. And just to prove a point that it's okay to mess up because I mess up all the time, just like right now. How you guys just got a chance to see me. There you go. Look, see? I didn't even have my camera plugged in. I'm totally unprepared. Look, I got my Beats headphones on. But you know what? At the end of the day, it works, and we still make money, and I'm here. So what's up, guys? Yeah, man. Alfredo here with my main man Jason and Darren in the house. And for the last, I would say, 60 to 90 days, man, we've been on some crusade, going crazy, you know, making money on internet, blowing up, just doing some really exciting things. And it's always a pleasure to work with people like yourself, Darren and Jason, because you guys motivate me at the same time. And we're not talking about, you know, we're not going to compare incomes because that's not what it's about, but just to see like the drive that Jason has and to see the consistency that you have, Darren. I mean, every day there's like 20 posts in my newsfeed from you and the group. I mean, you're always there. You know, you're always there. You're always helping your people. You're always putting something out there on the internet. You're very consistent, and when you know, when you're about to do something, you do it, and you do it right, and that's what really, you know, that shows and why you're making so much money online today, why you grow your teams the way you do, and how you help other people the way you do. And Jason's just, you know, he's just an animal. He's just a hungry guy, and what I appreciate the most is that when he came to me after a couple of months of harassing me, which was cool. It's all right, you know, because the ones that harass me after a while, they kind of give up, I guess. And it's not a bad thing. It's just that honestly, you know, I don't take a lot of time out to kind of coach or mentor people because I'm really trying to build a legacy for my family. But when you get someone, you know, once in a while you get these home run hitters like Jason Harris, who just kept on and kept on. Guys stalked me on Facebook and Skype. But, you know, I say it all in good favor because I got tired of it, and I threw in the towel and I said, all right, guy, look, we're going to get to work. We're going to make things happen. And, you know, I told him today, man, I said, man, you're crushing it. And I got other people in my inbox telling me the same thing. Hey, your boy, your protege, your partner, Jason, you guys are killing it. And that's a good feeling because now I know that none of this was time wasted. It was time invested in someone who, you know, was changing his life. I mean, you had like one of your highest weeks ever not too long ago just because we decided to partner up and go crush something. And I think that was the first time he actually seen like my real work ethic and see how much we, you know, how things can happen when we really push together, you know, and it shows. I mean, we did like 5 figures in a week together, and you know, we won a contest, and it was pretty cool. At the end of the day, you know, we slapped fives over the internet. Good job, and we keep it crushing. So yeah, guys, that's you know, that's in a nutshell, you know, my side of it. I'm really excited to be here and share some value with you guys tonight. So I'm ready to kick this thing off, man. Let's do it.
Cool, cool. Okay, guys, so here's what I want to do, because I know that we've got people from all sorts of different industries, and what I want to do is I'm going to actually share my screen. I'm going to sort of take you a little bit behind the scenes tonight so that you can really understand what you need to do to get into liftoff in your business, to what I call break inertia, okay? You know, here's what people don't realize. There's this saying that there's this wall or a barrier between you and your dream. And it's true, guys. It's no BS, okay? There's this energetic force between you and your dream. And if you don't have enough front-end inertia that's coming at that, you will not break through that wall, okay? So you have to have enough front-end inertia here, but it goes wham, and you break through. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen right now. We're going to take you behind the scenes. Let me just open up a PowerPoint presentation here. And let's see what we got. Okay, so we are ready, and here we go. Okay, so let's go here, guys. Okay, so have no fear, the MLM Superhero is here. Guys, my goal and objective here is to give you the most amount of value possible. So I highly recommend that right now you turn off your phone, you turn off Facebook, that you get a pen and paper handy, because you're going to want to take notes here. Okay, and I'm really serious. If you take notes during this presentation, you can literally totally change your life. Now, this is me right here. My name is Darren Little. I'm also known online as the MLM Superhero. That's me with my son. My son is 16 and a half years old, and when people tell me that they can't make money online, I use my son as an example, because he reached out to me just a couple months ago. He said, "Dad, can you help me make money online?" And his first 2 weeks, he made over $2,000. Okay, as a brand new rookie, brand new newbie. So I'm going to show you tonight something called automation mastery. How do you actually make a full-time income working on a part-time basis, right, while you're out with your kids, while you're running errands, where you're actually living a life? Okay, that's what's really cool about this. Now I'm going to show you how I turn Facebook into my personal ATM machine and made $28,518.06 in a 30-day period of time. Okay, now those are real numbers, guys. Okay, and that's from a complete flat start. How did I do it? Here's what I did. Now you can see the deposits coming in on a variety of different affiliate programs. A lot of times what we do is we teach people how to fund their business. So how are you going to come up with a marketing and advertising campaign to fund your business? That's what you learn when you're working with us. Okay. Now it keeps on going, guys. This was my 8.5 week total. So that was 62,932. I'm now in my 11th week right now. I just cleared 84,000, and that's what I'm going to show you how I did here tonight. Now what's cool about it is these type of things do start happening. This was a $13,070.53 day within a 24-hour period of time. And you know, once you learn this, you can start scaling up your marketing and get bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, we have Alfredo sometimes ends up with $300,000 months just using these type of strategies. Now, if you stick around to the very end, I'm going to actually give you a $197 free bonus, okay, just for showing up. I believe that 80% of success is just showing up. And the students that show up for mentoring, they completely crush it in 30 to 90 days, okay, if they just show up. So at the end, you don't have to pull out your credit card. You're going to get this bonus. It's a training manual that I put together that will fast track you by at least 3 to 5 years in the industry. Now, the first thing to understand is that of all the companies out there, guys, a lot of people don't know this. Out of all the companies, only 0.1% of all the people earn more than $400 a month. Now, a lot of people don't even tell you that when you go in. It's important that you know that, because you can either believe that, or you can believe what I'm going to share with you tonight, that there's no limit on what you can make once you learn these techniques. Now, there's 2 things that you need to be a successful entrepreneur in any type of business. Doesn't matter if you're a land-based business, a restaurant, a massage therapist, doesn't matter. Okay, you need more leads, more prospects that are interested in what you have, and you need more cash flow to be able to run your business. Really, really important. If you don't have these 2 things, guys, okay, you will go bankrupt. If you don't have more prospects, more people coming in, and you don't have cash flow to run your business, you will go under. Now, what's the fastest way to generate both of these? It's on the internet, guys. It's unlimited. There's literally billions. It's crazy the amount of people that you have access to on the internet once you really understand the power of leverage, the power of social media, the power of being able to put out quality content, and the power of traffic, paid traffic, qualified buyers that are going to go to your page. Now, the biggest challenge with making money online, this is what it is. First of all, there's way too much information, okay? And it's a real challenge because people don't know who to trust. They don't know what rabbit hole to go down. So that's a big challenge. There's too much information. The majority of that information will not help you make money starting today, okay? So you go down a rabbit, watch this video, watch that video, watch this video, but they don't give you the actual blueprint on how do you start making money your very first week. Like my son, who had over he made $2,069 in his very first 2 weeks under my mentorship. How did he do that? He implemented these strategies. Now, most people say, you know what, Darren, I've already tried that. They end up lost, they end up confused, and as a result, they make no money at all. So they say, oh, this is a bunch of BS, this is a scam, it doesn't work. They just didn't have a mentor. So the important thing for you to realize if you're watching this is you've got to get to the first step. You've got to surrender your pride, surrender your ego, and just work with a mentor, a coach. Like the three of us, that's what we do. We mentor and train and coach people to turn them into top income earners and full-time affiliate marketers on the internet. So what's the solution to that? Okay, what's the solution? How do you break through all of that stuff? You got to keep it really super simple, guys, okay? There's only 3 things that you need to be able to make money online. 3 simple things, okay? The first thing that you need is a sales funnel, something that's going to be automated. It's going to talk about your affiliate offer or your software or your MLM without you, okay? It has to be automated. It doesn't require you in order to do a sales presentation. So you need a sales funnel, you need targeted traffic, that's qualified buyers that are going to be sent to a page, and then you need a follow-up campaign. The follow-up campaign is done with an autoresponder, so you don't have to sit by your computer and do that every time somebody sends you an email to say, oh, look, Tom's interested in my business, okay? You send them to the sales funnel, and the follow-up campaign does the rest of that, okay? It builds the rapport, builds the relationship. All you've got to do is provide value to those people, just like what we're doing here today. This is called a value-based webinar. Now, what exactly is a sales funnel? A lot of people, the first time I heard that, I was like, well, how's that work? What is that? It's basically just a couple of easy things. You need a lead capture page, something that people are going to put their email in to get something of value, okay? Then you need a thank you page. That gives you an opportunity to build a little bit of rapport with that person so they can see your face or see a picture of you. Then you need a bridge page, which might have a video of you, sort of saying a quick hello to them so they can hear you talk. Remember that this is really about leadership, it's personal development, and they need to be able to see who they're going to be going into business with. Doesn't matter what you're marketing. Then you need some type of an offer. How are you going to make money from that person that's coming in? And then you need a follow-up sequence. Okay, now here's what it looks like from a visual standpoint. So you've got your lead magnet, something of value, your lead capture page. That's going to go now into a thank you page. That's going to now go into your video bridge page. Now, it's preferably you, but if you're just getting started and you feel that you don't have enough confidence or you don't have enough self-esteem, you can leverage off of your leader and leverage them, sort of ride their coattails, piggyback off of them, and then you've got an offer, something that's going to be able to help you make commissions, and then you've got your follow-up campaign using your autoresponder. You're going to send the whole thing targeted traffic, and it's going to start to produce an income for you. Now, here's what it actually looks like in real life, okay? So what is a lead magnet? A lot of people say, well, Darren, what is that? How does that work? What do I do to make a lead magnet to attract people to me? Well, a lead magnet is something that's going to provide value to gain trust with your market, okay? Provide value and gain trust. So it's going to solve a problem in your niche market, whatever it is that you do, whether you're a mortgage broker, insurance agent, you might sell cars, whatever it is that you do, that you need new customers, if you can solve a problem or solve their pain right? Eliminate their pain with their niche market. They will start to trust you more, okay? And then you're going to provide some sort of a solution to both their pain and their problem so that they can create more pleasure, okay? Now, you don't know what their pain is. Everybody has different pain in a niche market. So that's up to you as a leader to find out what the pain points of your target market. If you can provide that solution, you will be able to generate a list and build rapport with those people and then offer something to them. So here it is in real. So here is a lead capture page. Now a lead capture page typically has a button there, or when you hit that, a little opt-in box comes up. Now in this particular situation, I was going to teach people. It was learn how I turned Facebook into my personal ATM machine and made $3,285.78 in 24 hours. Okay, now when they opted in, right, I was going to send them then to a thank you page. Okay, now you'll notice here that it doesn't go directly into the training because a lot of people will put in a bogus email. So the training's actually going to be in the first email. So I know that I'm going to be dealing with real people. They're not going to get that value unless they actually put in a real email. Really important. Now you'll notice here that it says while you wait, you can download a free copy of my book, MLM Affiliate Magic. It will fast track your career by at least 3 to 5 years. Make sure to bookmark this page. So I'm giving them value up front. Okay? I'm not giving them the actual training. They're going to get that in their email, but I'm giving them some sort of value that they will remember me by. Okay? So it's important that you're thinking about value and not pitching people. Now you've got your bridge page. Now, like I said, this could be you or it could be one of your leaders or your business partners. Now, when I first started doing one of these campaigns with Alfredo, I didn't have a video, right? So I leveraged him, I leveraged his video, and it worked for me great, right? I made 28 grand in the first 30 days, right? So don't panic and think, oh my God, I can't do videos. Oh, I'm not good on video. Don't do that. Don't freak out like that. Just leverage off of your leader that you're currently working with. And then you've got an offer. Now the offer could be really anything, guys. It could be your MLM company. It could be, you know, some bonus thing that you're doing as maybe you're a mortgage broker, an insurance agent, whatever. It might be to come in and analyze your house, the value of your home if you're a realtor, right? So whatever it is that you do, this is the area that you can make money from now. Okay, that's typically going to be an affiliate sale or somebody get involved with your company. Maybe you're in MLM or direct sales, so this would be your offer. And then you're going to have a follow-up sequence. Okay, now there's the two bigger ones typically are AWeber and GetResponse. I have both of them. I test both of them on different campaigns. But you can see that the emails are preloaded. You can preload these emails so that you don't have to be sitting by your computer. And then, of course, traffic. Now, what we do is we teach you how to use the main things. Now, what do I mean by the main things? I'm talking about Facebook ads, Bing ads, solo ads, social media, email lists, blogging, videos, and value-based webinars. Those are sort of the main things that we use right now. There's tons of other things. You can do print advertising, you can do banners, there's all sorts of different strategies, but these are the main ones that we use, and we've had really great success using those strategies. Now, what we're going to be sharing with you is something called the Affiliate Marketing Academy, because what we found in the marketplace is the pain points are that people don't know how to generate leads. They don't know how to close and upsell their prospects, and they really don't know how to get any type of team duplication. They don't know how to fund their marketing and advertising budgets, so they have pain, right? Our goal is to help you to solve your pain so that you can get to the top of the leaderboards. People that go under our mentoring, training, and coaching, they go right up to the very top of the leaderboards, guys. Even brand new newbies that have never had any type of success before, they end up on the top. Now, how does that work? They learn how to do a campaign. They learn how to drive traffic, how to create value right? And how to do things like this, a value-based webinar. Now, we're officially launching this in May. I'm going to, put the poker here a little bit on Alfredo because he's launching that right now through JVZoo. But you can actually become a beta tester now and learn a lot of the things that we're doing before it actually goes live on JVZoo. Now, typically what you will learn is this: how to create high converting sales funnels. Okay, now it doesn't matter what you're marketing, guys. This is generic. You can market anything that you want. The next thing is how to do both free marketing and paid marketing strategies to drive traffic to your sales funnels. Okay, a lot of people might start off with, I teach a lot of Facebook strategies, free marketing strategies, but eventually you want to be able to move into paid marketing strategies, and that's where you can start to scale up your marketing campaign. It doesn't take a lot of time, it just takes a bigger budget, okay? Then we've got how to create value for your subscribers so that they're going to actually be building trust and rapport with those people so that they will buy whatever you have. And then how to generate multiple income streams. You'll find that the majority of top income earners, they actually have multiple income streams. They might not tell you that, but they all do. They do mentoring, coaching, they do mastermind events, they have softwares and tools that they use to get onto the top of YouTube or on the front page of Google. They've got content creators and they do outsourcing and all sorts of things, and a lot of times they don't tell you that when you're working in your business. How to make a full-time income working on a part-time basis. Now, most people start off on a part-time basis. Jason's a really good example of that. He started off on a part-time basis, and now he's already full-time within an 8-month period of time. Okay, and that's a pretty a major trophy. You know what I mean? For somebody to be starting in a new career and be a full-time online marketer, having a 5-figure weeks. That's very exciting. Now, here's what we do. We look for what I call high converting offers, okay, that pay you the biggest amount of commissions. My formula, this is how I became a millionaire, is I want to do the least amount of work and make the most amount of money, okay? That's the ideal situation. If I can put in concentrated, focused effort and I can get the biggest amount of return for my effort, that's what I want to do, right? So that's what we look for. So we go out and do all the hunting, we do all the due diligence, we meet with owners, we find out what's working, what's converting, and we test it, and then we bring it out, okay? So that's one cool thing about being involved with the Affiliate Marketing Academy, is you have people that have budgets like us that will go out and do that testing for you. Now, this is something, guys, that we just landed on. We're just rolling this out because this is what I call mass market and mass appeal, okay? It's not just for MLM. It's not just for direct sales. It's not just for network marketing. It's not just for affiliate marketing. This could be for a chiropractor, right? A person who has a restaurant, or a massage therapy clinic, or an acupuncturist. We really teach through these products on how you can leverage the power of the internet to literally exponentially explode your business, okay? Now, when I talk about looking for things that pay high commissions, this is where it gets exciting. There's 60 different income streams, 19 of which are residual, okay? But the cool thing is, this is really designed for people that might not have a lot of time. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, you send the traffic to the funnel, and their professionals, their sales pros, close all of the sales for you, okay? So your job is just to get traffic to the front end, which is what we teach, and they do the closing. That's the biggest area that people have a problem with. They can say, Darren, I can generate leads, but I just can't close the people. This is the reason that we chose this, because this is mass market, mass appeal, and this is designed for everybody to give you that marketing and advertising budget that you really truly need to take your business up to that exponential and start to 10x your income. Now, here's what's cool, guys. It pays up to 60% over 3 different tiers. Now, these are the commissions: 37, 67, 127, 270, 900, 4,500, 7,650, and 12,600. Now, I can tell you that if you just handle the front side and let them handle the back side, and you start having these type of commissions coming in, your life changes. Because imagine being able to have a budget. If you made a $7,650 sale, that can go into your marketing and advertising budget now, right? So this is really geared up for entrepreneurs. Okay, that's why I love this program. That's why I'm so excited about it. So remember, 60 different income streams, 19 of which are residual. Now, here's how confident that we are, guys, in this program. We are so confident in this particular training that we let you try out the entire system for $1. So you can surf through it. You can get the 6 steps to making 6 figures in 90 days using top-tier programs like this. But I want to show you what you're going to need to do. This is what has helped me to raise tens of millions of dollars for my own companies. This is what helped me to become a millionaire at 35 years old. And it's all really all about this. What's going on in your mind, okay? 95% of your success or failure is all in your head, okay? Whatever you believe to be true for you will be your reality. There's literally 2 worlds that exist at the same time. Everything you want is on one side, and everything that you don't want is on the other side. Whichever one that you are emotionally connected to is the one that you're going to create. So there's 3 things, guys, that you've got to be able to master if you're going to really get to 7 figures and beyond. You've got to master your thoughts. What are you thinking about? What's your self-talk like? What's going on through your head? What are your words? What are you speaking about? What are you writing about into the reality? And what are your emotions? What are you emotionally connected to? Now, it's either everything you want or everything that you don't want. It's either the possibilities or all of your pain. Okay, so you're either thinking, oh my bills, my credit card, I'll never make it, right? So it's either that, or you know that it's going to happen. You expect it to happen. You speak that into your reality, right? And that's the shift that Jason made to really be able to master his bank account. And this is a really great thing here, guys, to be able to be on a broadcast like this right now with somebody that's already gone through this, who went from completely broke to, in an 8-month period of time, starting to have a 5-figure week. That is inspirational, right? Even for my 16-year-old son to be able to make over $2,000 in 2 weeks. Why? Because he listens to these millionaire mentoring coaching calls. He listens to it all over and over and over, and it drills into his subconscious mind. Now, in the area of marketing, you've got to be able to test something, then measure your results, and then adjust. It's almost like a sailboat. You go one way, the wind's blowing, you got to adjust your sails, and then sail a little bit the other way, adjust your sails, sail a little bit the other way. So it's really almost like constantly testing and tweaking and testing and tweaking if you really want to start to master your bank account and make really big money. Now, this is how I've launched every single company, guys. This is how I've raised tens of millions of dollars with these 2 words. What if? Okay. Now, this is how the group KISS, Gene Simmons, this is how he made all his money. He talks about these 2 words. He talks about how when they first launched that group, they were like, you know what? What if we could like rise up from the stage? I mean, what if we could have like these explosions all over the stage? What if we could fly across the crowd? What would that be like? And that's the reality that they created for themselves. What if? 2 simple words will completely, totally change every area of your life. So this is what I do when I start anything, okay? What if everyone I talk to wanted to join my business? Okay, now what would that feel like for you? Think about what that would feel like right now. If every person you talk to wanted to join your business, what if my phone was ringing off the hook with incoming calls? What would that feel like? What if leaders were calling me from all four corners of the world? What if I could recruit new reps in minutes? What if money was flowing to me in avalanches of abundance? What if I could create a $10,000 monthly residual income in 90 days? What would it feel like, guys? This is critical, because the other person, the other side, is going to say, what if I invest my money and I go bankrupt? Right? That's the other side. What if everybody that I talk to says no? Right? That's the other side. There's two parallel realities, right? So those two words right there will totally change your life and business. Now, this is what happened for me when I implemented that strategy. 8.5 weeks from a complete flat start, over 62,000. It's now over 84 grand in 11 weeks, guys. This is really possible. You got to master your thoughts, words, and emotions if you're going to master your bank account. Now, I want to share with you something that I call breaking inertia. This is the invisible wall between you and your dream, okay? Now, when I first start on social media, I typically reach out to people. I have 25 connections in any given day. I do traffic. I do webinars. I run a campaign, guys. But here's the interesting thing. The first week, if you look at it, it's like, oh, look, I hardly made any money. Now, the one person's going to say, oh, this is awesome. It's converting, right? The other person's going to say, oh, look how hard I worked. I hardly made anything. Okay, now look at the second week. Only $100 and some, right? Now, the person that is the one that's thinking about what about everything they want, they go, holy cow, it converted again. This is great. I'm on the right path. The other person said, I worked 2 weeks. I hardly made anything. I'm wasting my time, right? Now, look what happens in the third week, okay? That's called the breaking inertia. All of my momentum in my first 2 weeks broke the inertia in the third week. And what's there? That's about $1,000. Look at the next week. It's about $1,600. The next week's about $2,300, then $2,700, then $4,600. Now, the total in this particular rollout was $12,361.85. Guys, those are not one-time sales. That was recurring monthly revenue. Now, would you put in that aggressive type of campaign if the first 2 weeks you were busting your butt and hardly anything happened? A lot of people will say no. They wouldn't. That's when they give up. They hardly see any return for their effort, so they quit, right? I understand breaking inertia. I understand the invisible wall there. So I keep on going. I keep on going. I keep on feeding that funnel. I keep on driving the traffic. I keep on doing value, more value, and wham, break inertia, right? Now, if you could do that and make over 12 grand in about 47 days, would you? I do this every time I roll out a campaign, guys. The good news is, as you get better, the numbers get bigger. Okay. Now, here's the thing I'll share with you about Facebook. How can you build rapport with people on Facebook without even talking to the person? Okay. Now, this particular formula has generated for me friends and family, or friends and followers of over 13,000 people. Okay, without spending a lot of money on traffic. This is the free strategies that we teach. Okay, so here's the content. Typically, you're in a business of personal development and leadership. So the core of your message should really be positive quotes, motivation, inspiration, and how-tos on marketing. If that is your core, you will develop a following in a really, really fast period of time, guys. Really, really fast, okay? Now, you want personal adventure with your family and your team. You want entertainment. You want comedy, you want trivia. That's where you've got interaction. Like, which house would you want? No, A, B, C, or D. What would you do if this happened? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What, things like, what's your favorite type of food, or what's your favorite type of vacation spot? Those are interactive trivia type posts. The next thing is controversy. If my page ever goes flat, I put out what's called a controversial post. It might be about Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton or It could be about cancer, or something that I know is going to be controversial, right? It might be about the legalization of marijuana, or something that I know is going to be controversial, that I'm going to get a lot of interaction with. Social proof on your success, your personal success, social proof on your team's success, edifying your team. Piggyback marketing. This is something that I teach about, piggybacking things that are hot. Piggybacking off of, Superman versus Batman right now, as an example, or piggybacking off of when the new James Bond movie came out, or piggybacking off of Super Bowl. You want to use other people's brands to bring more attention to you with your brand. It's called piggyback marketing. I use that a lot. And then value-based webinars. This right here is what's called a value-based webinar, okay? Now, a lot of people will do something like this, and they look at that, 153, that's 154, 5, 155 people hit the like button, okay? Now, if you don't understand social media, social, that means that you're interacting like being in a gigantic lounge, okay? A lot of people go, oh, look, I got 155 likes, right? All that does is stroke their ego. What we do is we show you how to turn that right there into cash flow, okay? Those right there, those are leads, guys, okay? If you learn, this is the free side, this is the free strategies. Those right there are leads. Now, what do I say to these people to be able to close them in as fast as 3 minutes? Now think about that, 180 seconds, and they're buying whatever I want them to buy, and I'm not even talking about my company or my products. How the heck is that possible? How could I get somebody to buy something in 180 seconds without even talking about it, right? Think about that. Now, what we're going to do here is I put together a live recruiting training where you can actually see me do that live. You'll see what kind of content that I create. I'll take you through, and you'll really understand the inner workings of what do you need to do to become a top recruiter. How have I been able to recruit over 1,000 people personally without traffic, without doing anything but simple, casual conversations, without talking about my company, without talking about my products? And how is it that people just keep on coming in, okay? There's a secret behind that, a secret formula that we teach. Now, this is a $997 bonus training, guys, and I'm telling you, people actually pay me for that, okay? So this isn't some thing that I've magically made up, okay? This is a real training. Now, there's 2 sections to this, and I will tell you that if you watch this 6 times, your business, whatever it is that you're marketing, I don't care if you're an MLM, direct sales, network marketing, I don't care what you are marketing, your life as you know it will change forever, okay? 6 times, not once, 6, okay? So there's a 90-minute live recruiting training where you can actually watch me, okay, where I explain what does it mean to be a top recruiter, how does it work, why does it work, how can you recruit people so fast, how are my students able to recruit new reps in 6 to 45 minutes, easily, effortlessly, no rejection, no harassing their friends and family. You'll see me do it live. Plus, you're going to get a 1-hour millionaire mentoring session. Okay, you will see me with a panel of 9 people, taking them through addressing what their pain, their problems is, what are all the things that they're coming up against in their business, right? Whether it's they can't generate leads, they keep on getting rejected, people keep on saying no, they keep on getting pitched by other people. What do you do? Okay, and I explain all of that in detail within these 2. Now, if you watch these 2 videos, guys, 6 times, not once, 6 times, I'm telling you, your recruiting abilities will go completely through the roof, okay? Now, here is your bonus. Okay, I want to make sure that you get this, so get a pen and paper handy. You want to take down this address here, darrenlittle.com/MLM Magic. Okay, and that will really give you a real good education on what you need to do something called boomerang sponsoring. What is that? That's when you literally stand in one spot, you throw the boomerang, you throw it, loops around, comes back, and you just catch it. You don't even have to move, right? That's boomerang sponsoring, and I cover it in detail in this training manual. Now, remember, there's only 20 spots, guys. Yeah, this is something that we just did. I wanted to showcase Jason tonight. I wanted to be able to hear a little bit. We're going to hear a little bit more from him. We're going to hear a little bit more about Alfredo's breakthrough, because Alfredo, literally like 3 years ago, was on food stamps, and I think this last year he made $2 million, but we'll get into some of those numbers here shortly. But remember, 6 times, guys, the 90-minute recruiting training plus the 1-hour millionaire mentoring session, and you can get started now for $1. Okay? This is how confident that we are, guys. I'm not saying this lightly. We are so confident in this training to be able to teach you all the basic things that you need, all the way up to the highly advanced levels. Okay, so the people that we work with, that we got this training from, they're $300,000 a month income earners. So if you want to get to that 7-figure, multiple 7-figure, and eventually become an 8-figure, now that's not for everybody, guys. Okay, not everybody here is going to say, well, yeah, Darren, I want to make 10 million or I want to make 20 million, but the education that you get and the mentorship of getting there, that's the important part. That's the important part. So you want to click that link below, guys, right down below. There's a thing that gets started. Go through the opt-in, get the registration for $1. Whether you're on my list, Alfredo's list, Jason's list, it doesn't matter. Reach back out to us. When we see you in the back office, we will send you that bonus, the $997 bonus. So that's me, guys. Darren Little, also known as the MLM Superhero. Thanks for watching, and get back to the person that invited you here, myself, Jason, whatever, after you have taken that $1 trial, and we'll make sure that we get that bonus off to you. So, guys, I'm going to go back here out to the panel, and we are going to go live again. So, Jason, tell us a little bit about what's happened for you in just the last 30 days. I know that you had your record week, 5-figure week, and now you're moving forward into this next level, getting some additional mentoring, training, and coaching. Talk to us a little bit about what your vision is now compared to what it was 8 months ago.
Ooh, that's a big difference. I always had a big vision of mic going?
A little bit, but you're fine, I think.
Okay. I've always had vision of taking my business to a level that nobody, even in my family, has ever seen. I just didn't know how to get there. And right now, my vision has gotten so huge over the last, I'd say, 3 to 4 months, because I've seen what was possible in this industry if you just open your mind. And my biggest secret to my success is literally just showing up. I mean, I showed up for Millionaire Mentoring. I showed up for mentoring with Alfredo. I was there day in and day out, and my business just went through the roof. And the bonus that we're giving away today for the dollar trial, Darren's Millionaire Mentoring, is the same training that I went through that literally just changed my whole mindset and my whole outlook on my business, and just took it straight through the roof.
Alfredo, are you still with us? Alfredo? Alfredo, did we lose him? He's probably got one of the kids up out of bed. Guys, here's the cool thing about the internet, about this. This is what I tell all of my students. Okay, I just had a millionaire mentoring session today And here's what I said to 3 of my students. If you're afraid that you're going to stub your toe, okay, and that's going to hold you back, you've got to get over that, okay? What I'll share with you is that nothing is ever perfect in online marketing, okay? That's why you're always testing, tweaking, testing, tweaking. You might have one, see, that the perfectionist rolls out their lead capture page and they're like, hey, look at how great that looks. And then they find out that it only converts at 20%, right? Whereas I might roll out something and just whip it up really quick and get a 64% conversion rate, right? And I didn't take any time. I just did it real quick. I did the test. I saw what the results were going to be. And if I didn't, what's the most important thing? The most important thing is getting your list built, okay? So if you're got a perfect thing and you're getting 20% conversion, and I just did something as a test and I get a 64% conversion, that means that my advertising dollars are getting me 300% more return, okay? So you got to get out of the thing of trying to be perfect when you're an online marketer or when you're generating a list, when you're generating leads, okay? The most important thing is value. What are you doing to provide value? Now, here's another thing that I'm going to share with you. If you really want to get into liftoff, okay, so a lot of people say, well, I don't have any value, Darren. I don't know. I just started. I don't have any value. Okay, so what you need to do is, first of all, don't do that. Okay, don't be the victim. You want to start to partner up with other leaders that have value. Okay, and by just reaching out to those people and edifying those people, okay, but being with the people, not only do you get energy transference from the people, but you start to look at like you're a leader too. How about that? Just by being around the leaders, just by doing a broadcast with the leaders, just by being with other people that are having success, people start to look at you as having success too, okay? It's kind of like a math thing. If A equals B and B equals C, A equals C, right? So it's the power of association. So if you have a company event that's coming up, as an example, you want to not stay within your little pod, right? This is what a lot of people do at events. They stay in their little pod, their little clique, and they don't what I call cross-pollinate. What's cross-pollinating? You need to reach out to the other top leaders in the team and build bridges, build relationships with those people, right? Because you can take one value from this guy, one value from this guy, one value from another person, put them all together, and now have a massive bonus that you can use as leverage to make more sales in whatever company that you're in. Doesn't matter, okay? So here's a really cool lesson to learn out of this. When Alfredo actually reached out to me and he says, oh, Darren, he goes, dude, I just landed on something. You got to take a look at this, right? And I said, well, what is it, right? So he sends the link, and I said, I'm already in it. He said, oh, no big deal. Let's just partner up. Okay, that's how leaders think. Hear what I said, guys. Alfredo reaches out to me, and he says, oh, you got to check this out, man. I'm telling you, right? And I said, I'm already in it, right? He says, no big deal. It doesn't matter. Let's partner up anyway, right? That's how leaders think. So just because somebody's not in your team, they're not within your organization, you got to get out of that thinking. You need to get out into, use the events that you go to build those bridges, to get those connections with other leaders so that you can start to put more value together, right? It makes sense, right, guys? It makes sense, right? Especially if you're just starting, okay? Now, I watched this one lady that got into this industry in network marketing, and she did something that I've never seen anybody do before, okay? She picked about like maybe 10 or 12 major successful leaders, like seriously successful leaders, and the first thing she did was she reached out to just get a connection, just using this, right? She just said, hey, I wanted to introduce myself. I just want to tell you that I have a huge amount of respect for you. I love your content, and edification, 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 edification. right? That's how you build rapport with somebody. Just compliment them, okay? So that was step one. Now, what she actually did was she got on a plane, okay? And she flew to their city and she did a live interview. And then she posted that interview on her blog, right in person, not on a Google Hangout, guys, okay? On in person. So imagine that if she had to fly to meet one leader and her plane ticket was like, you know, $450, okay? Can you imagine the quickness that her business really started to grow because those leaders showcased that interview to their list? This is thinking outside the box, guys. And a lot of people would never think about doing something like that. So let's say that she had, let's just pick 10, right? 10 leaders. And let's say that her average plane ticket cost her $500. Would it be worth it for you to fast track your career literally by about 10 years for $5,000, the cost of her airfare tickets, right? That's called thinking outside the box, okay? Now, a lot of times when I roll out a campaign or I'm rolling out a new company, I typically look for talent, right? Now, isn't that what you want in your business? You want talent, right? You want the best of the best. So let's say that I'm rolling out a new company or I come up with a new idea and I got to raise, say, $10 million, okay? I typically will take like vice president of marketing position, but I look for a CEO, right? Not me, right? Now think about that. I'm going to come up with an idea. I'm going to raise the money, but I do what I'm good at. It's the Henry Ford model, okay? So I'm going to go get other people and I'm going to sell them on my vision, on my dream, and they're going to come in with their talent and they're going to take a piece of the pie, right? So you got to start thinking outside the box. Okay, Alfredo, did you come back? No. Okay, great. So guys, we're going to wrap. Click the link below if you want to get the $997 bonuses. This is the top recruiting bonuses and the 1-hour millionaire mentoring session. And once you do that, you want to reach back out to us. Tell us that you've taken action so that we can help you take your business to the next level. So my name is Darren Little from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and Jason Harris here as well. And we look forward to meeting you in person one day, guys, and we look forward to seeing you at the top. Bye for now.